Everybody, welcome to For the Passion. So this is my first time doing it. I got my brother Ryan with me. Tell me a little about yourself, Ryan.
Ryan Burdick. Most people call me Bird. AV boy. Grew up out here my whole life and really haven't left Quartz Hill. Joe Walker, Quartz Hill High School, all the typical, you know,
old school Quartz Hill.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So how did everything start with the custom motorcycle? When did it start? Were you like younger Ryan already switching gears and transmissions and stuff? Or?
No, quite the opposite. I mean, I was just, you know, full-blown skateboard, snowboard kid. That's pretty much what my life consisted of only. But then as I moved down to San Diego for a little stint, thinking like, move out of town, go to community college, might, you know, get my shit in order. It didn't work, but
it happens, right?
I used to drive past this shop that was like a hot rod shop, surf shop, and these guys had choppers and old hot rods, and I was just mesmerized by it. And I ended up moving back home, and my roommate brought home a chopper magazine, and I just was it was like seeing a skate video for the first time.
Nice.
And
just had the wheels turn.
It just instantaneously. I knew like I want a chopper.
Nice.
I had no idea. This is you know, it wasn't really Google wasn't around. You know, it was just magazines.
Yeah, before the cell in your pocket. Right?
Yeah, like you had to go to the swap meet. You had to talk to the guys. You know. And so, I just kind of started messing around with like little mini choppers was kind of the first thing because they were cheap. And then I just got to the point where I was spending so much time doing that. I thought, if I'm going to get pulled over by the cops on a mini bike, I'd rather get pulled over by the cops on a real bike. And then that kind of started it. So 2003 was when I got my first bike. It was a little Triumph.
Nice.
And it escalated from there.
Right. And here we are.
Yeah.
Right. So I know how much it takes for custom art. And with the head, and you want to always bang yourself on the head sometimes, like it's not always such a wave that everyone wants to ride.
No.
Sometimes it's like, I want to bang my head on this motor. I appreciate the whole custom. Explain a little bit about the art and how long it takes and the ups and downs of the custom.
That's a loaded question.
Right. I couldn't even spit it out right.
Yeah. I think honestly, you know, to my benefit, being a skateboard kid, just having that mentality of just getting up and just repeatedly doing something over and over and just killing yourself over it.
Right.
It definitely, I think it definitely helped. But you know, I didn't have anybody so I had to learn everything the hard way. Like we were talking off camera, like you don't know until you try it. And so it was just over and over and over again. And then you start seeing little things start getting better, whether it's welds and obviously tooling. I didn't know what I needed and what I didn't need. And you know, ego is tough when you want to go up, you see a guy at a show that you've seen in the mag and you want to ask him questions, you know, but you don't because pride kicks in. And you just, but anyways, I just kind of locked myself in the garage and just repeatedly just tried to get better and better and better. Trial and error, really, you know. But then as you start paying attention, as I really started paying attention to certain guys that were doing like kind of out of this world stuff, I would just spend my time and try to not recreate what they were doing, but emulate what they were doing. To where I get a final product. I'm like, oh wow, I actually did it. And then it just kind of escalated from there. You know,
beginning to start.
You know, and obviously, you know, as the years went on, like people, like with welding, I didn't know what I was doing. You think by sticking two pieces of metal that it's locked in. And it's not, because you go 30 miles down the road at, you know, 50, and then boop, breaks right off. Like, okay, I got to turn it up hotter, you know. So it's a lot just trial and error. But I do think, for me personally, growing up being that skateboard, snowboard kid,
getting your hands dirty.
I'm okay with getting back up and trying it again.
Right.
So
if it broke, figure it out.
Yeah, because it's all fixable stuff. It's just how much time do you want to spend? And then that's, like I said earlier, that's kind of a loaded question because, you know, obviously I'm married, I have kids just like you, And so that balance is
to
tough.
find time to do anything, right?
But
on top of work.
On top of it, just life in general.
Right.
But I'm a firm believer, you know, I tell a lot of my friends this too, like 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. It doesn't even have to be physically doing something, but it could be like trying to find that right bolt, or cutting that bolt down and retapping, whatever it is, like those little things. So come the weekend when you hopefully got a little bit of time, you can just jump right in and start putting stuff together. So it's like people go to the gym, right? Like you work out, if you got to force, you know, I can't find the time. Yeah, you can.
You just got to make the time.
You got to make the time, you know? So if you really are into it, and you really, that's what you want to do, you'll find the time to do it.
It's true. This is true. This is true. So, let me see. What is your favorite custom bike that you've completed? You might not own it right now, but what was the first one that you look back at and you were like, that's rad. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay,
yeah. Probably my first panhead. When I got my first panhead, it was a 58 panhead.
Oh.
And I think I got it, it was maybe 14 years ago. I got it, my first pan. I never in a million years thought I'd even get a panhead.
Right.
Because the panhead and, you know, like knuckleheads and all that, they're at this like this peak that you're never gonna climb and get,
cream of the crop, right.
And I traded my way and just side worked and did all this stuff and finally got one. And I finally was like, I'm gonna like go get something chromed. I'm gonna make, and I just went all out on this bike. And when it was done, I knew then I want to keep doing the older Harley stuff and trying to pay homage to the 60s style of customization that I've kind of fallen in love with. That bike for sure, actually. It was that black one right there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get a good picture.
58 Panhead was my first one. Yeah.
So you painted it?
Yeah. So I didn't paint the tank. A friend of mine that actually Word's dad, Frank, painted it for me.
Right on. Small world, right?
Which was years ago.
Right.
I pinched the tanks. I took 1.25 inches out of each side, so I snugged them up a little tighter, and I made the handlebars and the sissy bar and the exhaust and the controls and got a bunch of stuff chromed, and I thought, man, I'm doing it, you know?
Right.
But I just liked that style, and I really wanted that style, and I knew what you have to do. There's certain ingredients you need to make that thing, and that's it. Just hooked. I knew then, like, I want to keep building that kind of a bike. Like, I like a nice, clean bike. I mean, not anything to, you know, other people have like the kind of the crusty stuff, and that's cool too.
Right.
And I like the crusty stuff, but I like a good, clean, you know, old school custom chopper. So yeah.
So if I had all the parts for you to build me something, what would be your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite thing to customize? Like, it could be anything from a weld to going into the tranny and really getting dirty on it. What would be your favorite thing to do to a motorcycle? Like, if you just you bought a chopper from somebody online just because it was a sweet deal and it was just sitting there going to waste. You picked it up for a good deal. First thing you're doing to it. First thing you're going through, besides the carburetor. We're going past
carburetor.
Because that's a whole beast in itself, correct?
Yeah, right.
What's the first thing you're
my first
will be like,
wheels. So I'm a stickler. Wheels, rims, and wheels. It's got to look right.
Right.
A lot of guys like a 2116 back wheel. I like a 2119.
Right.
I like a bigger wheeled bike. But my favorite thing to do that I've been doing for long is exhaust. I love building exhaust.
Right.
It's definitely my
when you say
fun
build
process.
You're bending tube and everything?
So what I do and what I have done forever, so an old roommate of mine, my buddy who was in a Volkswagen club with me, he used to work at a muffler shop. So after work, I would go over there and hang out, and he worked at, and his boss, Chip, phenomenal welder.
Chip, D&D.
Yeah.
Small world, brother. I went to school with my mom, dude. So hey, Debbie. But anyways.
Another local AV,
legend, right?
AV legend in my book, dude.
Okay, go on.
So I would go over there after work and watch him build exhausts, and I was, commercial electrician, so bending conduit, I was pretty decent at it, and
got
so
the gist of
I
it.
can kind of see lines and angles
Right.
and stuff. And so I would go over there, and he had a bone pile. He always has a bone pile of mess up bends.
Right. Which
And
is perfect
$5 a
practice.
bend, and I'd just be rifling through, this container of bends, and he'd give me, like, yeah, you can take that, like the 30-degree angle or 45-degree angle or something like that.
Right.
And I just buy the raw stock pipe from him, and I would just stick stuff together. And I have had guys over the years ask me, oh, who did that exhaust? Did Chip do that exhaust? And I take that as a compliment.
Oh yeah, he's been in the game forever.
Because I've watched him build
Right,
exhaust
right.
for a long time.
Right.
And
So you got a little bit of his style
just
in
a
there.
tiny bit,
Obviously someone's seen it.
and
Right.
that's true. I have had a couple people
Right.
ask me, did Chip
Right.
do that? And I
Right.
said no. So, sorry, my dog.
That's all right.
So yeah,
Share your mind.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite thing to do is exhaust systems. I do like, and I try to do wild, mild, whatever it is. I do like a challenge.
You
Short
prefer a
pipes.
shorty, or would you all the way to the rear?
I like long, bigger
Right, so
pipes.
you can hear it
So
at the
you
end of the
hear
day.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Because the old loud pipes save lives. I don't know if that's necessarily
It's-
true.
I want to say yeah, because we grew up on that.
Yeah.
Right. So
You hear
yeah.
a bike, and I'm gonna get out of the way, And so
Yeah, exactly.
I just
Even today on the freeway, there was a street bike. He snuck up so fast, I swerved a little bit because I don't own a Harley or a two-wheeler anymore, but I respect it. You know, I'm still a rider.
enough to help a brother out.
Yeah, I get out the way over to the left, let him go, and he gives you the thumbs, But
Oh yeah.
Harley came, I heard him cracking up the way. This little Ninja or whatever it was.
Yep.
Just, I'm like, man.
I can't hear them,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So
You're right. Loud pipe,
I
safe
do.
pipes.
I do like a loud pipe. I like a big pipe. And yeah, I mean, the exhaust is always, and sissy bars. I love building sissy bars. From just raw metal, heating it up and bending them, and whether it's tall or removable or twisted or whatever, like I get real artsy with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Because there's nothing like custom, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing is most people I think love the custom. They just don't want to pay for it.
Right.
So hello, you can just leave it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think people they love the custom. They just want to pay for it. And there's a lot of companies out there now that you can buy all that stuff.
Right, with the flip of a phone.
Yeah, it's store bought, which is
Right.
cool.
Right.
Because some people, don't have the means to do it.
Right.
And that's a problem for a lot of people. But for me, like I knew, like I'm gonna do this. I need to find a set of torches. I had no idea what I was doing with torches, dude.
Right.
But
Start bending and peeling. And
yeah, or I got the oxygen up too much, or the settling's too low, whatever it was. I just finally figured it out, and that's pretty much how I started getting better at that. So like I said, everything was trial and error, man.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So out of all the bikes you own at this current moment, which is going to be the one that will never, ever leave the garage? Or are they all staying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which
no.
one? Because I know they say for the right price, anything is.
This is
you know
true.
What I mean?
I don't want to sell
But-
it price.
Yes, you know what I mean? Unless
Yeah.
someone write that one number where you're like, I can make 5 of what, you know what I mean? But there's something in to where like I have too much sweat, cuts, grind.
Yeah.
I'm not letting it go.
Yeah.
It's not going till I'm gone. It might go with me when I'm gone, type thing.
You know what, Matt? For a long time, it was in order for me to get, the next bike, I had to sacrifice and get rid of the one bike.
I hear you.
And everyone's done that. But then as the years kind of went on, I've gotten so sentimental over the years.
Right.
And I wish I could kept, my other Panhead and my first Triumph and some of that
Right.
stuff. But it was a means to get to the next.
Exactly.
And so now,
Level up.
Yeah, now I'm at the hoarding stage of my life.
Nothing's leaving.
Where I don't really want anything to leave.
Right.
But if I had to pick, it probably would be my Peach bike that I built for the People's Champ Born Free thing during 2020. Like I was telling you off camera, I spent the best thing that COVID gave me was ample time in the garage
On that bike.
and forced me to be extremely resourceful because you couldn't get parts, things were shut down,
Right.
and so it was like I got to either make it or radically customize it. to get it to fit. So probably my Peach bike, and also the engine I built. That was my first engine I built.
Right.
With the mentor of my buddy who passed away, Gary Peacemaker. It was his last engine that he built and my first engine that I built.
Wow.
And he was alive after I finished the bike.
Chills, dude.
And he helped me get it fired up for the first time.
Really?
And unfortunately, he passed away about a year later. And
sorry to hear that, man.
it's the way it goes, man.
Right.
You know. But I definitely, I wish I could go back and spend more time with that guy. But I'll take what I can get, you know.
Right,
And so for me,
totally
having spent all that time with him, learning the process of building the engine, and hearing it fire for the first time, I don't think I could ever get rid of that bike.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's
last
pretty
and you're
easy.
First, that's right there's enough, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's
to the heart
very
type.
sentimental.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And I guess, you know, a lot of people.
Because money could buy anything.
Sure.
But can't buy that.
I know, I can't get that back. I can't get that
Yeah,
back.
because you can make that with your best friend now. It still won't be that memory.
Nope.
With your buddy.
And I mean, I have picture the day we finished it, you know, all smiles, you know.
Right.
And I didn't know at the time when I built that engine that I was going to be building that bike with that engine. I built that engine first, and it was sitting here, and then the whole built well thing kind of happened, and so I poured everything I had into it, and so yeah, I don't think I can get rid of that bike.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was a contest bike, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a contest.
What was the contest exactly?
So Builtwell is an aftermarket
Builtwell,
company.
okay,
They do like
This is
helmets.
during COVID, right?
This was during
Okay,
COVID.
right.
They started a competition where they picked 25 people, and it whittles down. You get voted out, and then I ended up, I don't even know how still, but made the final 6.
Wow.
And
Out of thousands, probably.
I don't know, honestly.
Right.
I really don't.
You don't know a number, but I'm sure it wasn't small.
I'm sure it
Because
wasn't.
If every custom dude is sitting at home and they get a ring, custom,
Yeah.
we're all getting in.
And, yeah, I would. And
No,
I mean,
that's really cool.
But I'm not a competition guy.
Right. I hear you.
You know, I don't.
Because it's art.
Yeah, and I've just kind of been like that guy in the garage, just doing my thing because I like it.
Yeah.
I don't need to show the world.
Exactly.
I don't need the pat from people. But I'd never been on social media, and so you had to be on social media to do it. And so I was a little kind of hesitant on joining the social media world for the chopper thing. But in hindsight, I'm glad I did, because I've met some amazing people because of it.
Right.
I would never have met if I didn't join and put myself out there a little bit. And it was it was a frustrating and hard experience because the world's watching you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fail.
No.
And pride's crazy.
Yeah.
And so
it shoots down real fast or it shoots up real fast. You know what
So
I mean?
I wanted to make sure that I was going to commit to this, that I was going to build a bike and it was going to run.
Right.
And it was going to look good.
Nice.
And I did, and I made the final 6, but because of COVID, the show was canceled, and they just did an online voting thing for the final 6, where originally it was supposed to be in person.
Really?
And that was a bummer because
Anybody
on the internet.
How long were you building for?
It was about 8-9 months, I think, give or take.
To get that news is kind of like a knife in you, almost.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
I'm sure you were out here for numerous hours into the night and all the good stuff.
Throwing tools, kicking my butt off.
Right.
Like I was telling you, messing with that clutch constantly, just all that little
trying
stuff.
to just dial it all in.
Yeah, so for it to have gone to an online only was kind of a bummer. It was 10 grand too for first place, which I could have used that 10 grand.
Yeah.
And I thought it was it is what it is. Spilled milk, whatever, dude. I'm over it, It doesn't sound like it, but I am.
Right. Well, some things just.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because you were all in.
I was.
And then it came to a halt.
Yeah.
And everything changed at the end.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be in person.
Yep.
A picture, as being a photographer, it doesn't always give you the pure.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something different about being in person.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And that is what I thought was that was a big reason why I joined the competition, was because, oh yeah, you know,
someone's gonna see this, and judges are gonna be
guys that build bikes or look at bikes and are really into it, are gonna look at it,
put their two,
and they're gonna judge, and that's what I was hoping for. But like you said, you know, I mean, the Built Well team, they were nice, they were super cool dudes. A couple guys came out, they took beautiful pictures and some video and stuff, and they did the best they could to showcase what the final guys in the competition did. And I was up against some dudes that I'm still friends with from the competition.
That's cool.
And they're like next level dudes.
Well, that says something if you're up there with them, dude.
And it was, yeah, in hindsight, I mean, like I said, it was a great experience. Very stressful, but yeah, I wouldn't take it back.
That's cool.
You know, so
that's a cool story.
It was, yeah, and like I said, it was a good experience.
That thing's not going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So it will be finally tuned all the way through.
Yes. Yes. Like
okay. So one more thing.
Yeah.
You have a brand. You have your own. Tell me about that.
So it's Carnival Choppers.
Carnival Choppers.
The name, you know, everyone's got a brand, right?
Oh yeah.
And so I kind of came up with the name because it's not just bikes. You know, I mean, it's probably 85% bikes that I'm out here fabbing on, but obviously, you know, cars too a little bit, and just random welding jobs, dude. It could be, you know, someone messed up on their AR-15 lower or whatever it is, like random fabrication. I'm game.
That's
so
cool.
it's just kind of like a circuit. It's not just one thing. It's a little bit of everything, you know. And so the name just kind of felt right.
No, it's really catchy.
Yeah,
I really dig it. I really dig it.
Yeah,
it's really cool, dude.
I appreciate it. Really cool. Yeah, it was just a fun thing to do. And yeah, I didn't really plan on continuing to do. I mean, I do a couple of shirts from time to time. And, I don't really. I mean, I'm selective, you know, because I don't have a shop. And so obviously my shop's here at my house, so I don't let just anybody and everybody come over, you know. So and I'm picky. I only like working on. Like, I don't want to do oil change on your 2005 Road Glide. That's what Harley Davidson's for. Bro, take your shit there.
Lancaster.
Yeah,
okay.
Like if you want to do a chopper, like let's do it.
Yeah, if you want to rake some shit up or something.
Yeah, like let's chop it up. Let's do some cool stuff. But like I said, I'm kind of selective because I've never wanted to have a storefront or do it full time because of just that reason alone. I love it so much that I don't want to exploit it and bury it, you know?
Yeah, because you can almost, if you do something you love every day repetitively, not being these style bikes, you might get over it.
Yeah.
In a way, in a sense.
Burnt out.
There you go.
And I don't want to get burnt out. I love it that much, dude. You know, so.
It's the passion.
It is. It is my meditation. It's my balance. It's everything. You know.
Totally get it.
And I've kind of always stuck with that same kind of mentality with it. You know, I don't take it that serious, but you know, enough people. Hey, you make T-shirts? No. Maybe I'll make a T-shirt. I guess. You know, why not? You know, and I'll make some parts here and there. I don't make as many parts as I used to because the market is pretty flooded now with aftermarket companies making all kinds of cool stuff, which is cool. Everyone's got to make a buck, you know, which is fine. But I'll do like one-off stuff, you know. So, and that's kind of what I'm doing, like with these foot pegs and stuff. And so, yeah, I just kind of keep it like that. It's ironic that I now, for the last couple of years, work at the fairgrounds. So I didn't see that coming, or it's like a carnival thing working at a fairgrounds.
I just happened to go together.
I didn't plan that. But it's kind of funny.
It's just how life works,
It is, yep, it is, it is. So yeah, I just keep it that way. I keep it small, keep it me, and that way I don't get burnt out.
So Carnival Choppers.
Carnival Choppers.
That's rad.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears real quick. So when I say Volkswagen, what comes to mind?
Nostalgia. Volkswagens were, I'm a dog, sorry everybody.
It's all good.
Volkswagen, yeah, nostalgia, that's what I think of. You know, being in high school and all my friends getting Volkswagens, and just the inception of, that was the first old thing that, you know, I fell in love with. You know, obviously didn't know much about them. I just knew they were different and cool. And that was in that time period when, you know, like everyone was doing the import cars and stuff. So we were like anti, you know.
Yeah, the Acuras.
Yeah, all the Hondas.
I remember
and all
that was
stuff.
the high school days, right?
Yeah, and it was cool, you know, whatever.
Right.
But
everyone has their cup of tea or flavor of tea, whatever you want to put it.
we're broke, dude. You know, so I mean, you know. But yeah, I just think of nostalgia. That's what I think of. That was my first thing I really fell in love with. That was old, and kind of hard to not love the first thing, you know. So
it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
So that's kind of.
So you showed me your Volkswagen. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. It's a beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
First of all.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot of work.
The color.
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. Okay, what you got? What year?
Okay.
Explain all the.
So it's a 1956.
Okay.
It was originally sitting on the side of my buddy's house, who's also in the Volkswagen Club.
Right.
It was just the body sitting in primer, and he had it I don't know, maybe 25 years ago.
Wow.
And sat on the side of the house for a couple years, and one drunken night he sold it to one of our other friends.
I love it.
And then he got the body. He had it stashed in his garage for a few years, and then fast forward another drunken night, he sold it to another one of our buddies, and then he had it stashed in his garage for another X amount of years.
Right.
And then he ended up moving, and he said, I got to get rid of this thing. And he gave it to me for my birthday.
Wow.
And he said, you're crazy enough to actually finish this car. And so I got it. I stashed it on the side of the yard for about a year or two.
Right.
And I just decided I want to get this thing going. So I had a couple friends come over. We had to lift it up over the wall and everything, and found a chassis and started putting it all together. And it just snowballed, man.
Wow.
And then obviously I'm a sucker for blue. Always been a sucker for blue.
Right, right.
And it's not the original blue,
right,
but it's close. I didn't want the original blue. I wanted something just a little different.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, it took me about 3.5 years to finally finish it.
When you lifted it over to the wall.
Because it's expensive, you know, and I tried to do.
And life, you know.
Yep. I mean, we just had our daughter, our first kid, and she was, you know, little, so obviously spending a lot of time with her and everything.
Right.
And so yeah, it took finances. I mean, money. Shit's expensive, man.
Right.
You know, even when you're doing it on your own.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just it took about 3.5 years to finally get going, and I looking back, I mean, it kind of jump started. I think everybody else kind of started pulling their stuff back out, and it just kind of escalated from there. But yeah, I've had the car. It's been finished. I've been driving it for the last 9, almost 10 years.
Wow.
So I've had it total for about 14 years total.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yep.
So you've been rolling around for about 10 years on it? You said?
Yep.
9 years, 10?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. Same motor?
Same motor
that you've had, obviously.
Yeah, same motor that was in it. I did have the car right off the bat. I wanted it as low as possible on the ground.
Right.
I had it slammed out for probably 5 or 6 years.
Right.
And after spinning my second drum, because it's so low, you know, the splines just chew up the drum, and getting those things off when they've been spun out, it's very difficult. And my kids were just only getting bigger, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm officially getting old because I want to bring this thing back to stock. And I got some shit from some of the guys in the club for it, because everyone loves their stuff slammed, and that, you know, and I do too.
Right.
But rebuild the beam. My buddy Cholo rebuilt the beam for me. He's in the club and he does Volkswagen work, and so put disc brakes in the front so it can actually stop. And went back to stock height, and it handles and rides so good, man. I can see a bump and I don't pucker. I can just go right over it.
Just go for it.
Yeah, it's so nice. I can come into a driveway all slow.
That's awesome.
And I like it stock. I mean, I love slammed Volkswagens for sure, but I like being the oddball guy in the club with a bug that's not slammed out.
Right.
You know, so. It's all right.
Right.
It's fine. I love it.
After you go through enough, all right, this is happening again. Okay, bring it back to stock, and you haven't had the problem.
And there's always options. I have my friends were like, oh, you just need to air ride it, Well, that's a few more grand,
whole system in the back.
And it's like, this is just never ending, Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the way it was in '56, and that's what I did.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, yesterday, you had told me about a parade that you guys do every year.
Yep.
How many years have you guys done the Christmas parade?
This, I believe, is the 5th year in a row.
5th year. Tell me about the car club.
So the car club started in high school in '94, and it became a thing, for local. If you grew up in Quartz Hill and you went to Quartz Hill High School, you probably have heard it by now, and we drove everywhere with those cars.
Seen the stickers somewhere.
You know the name. You've seen the name, it started in Quartz Hill by my friend Craig Stevenson, and he started the club, and everyone was in it. And then, after high school, driving a Volkswagen to the construction site doesn't really work.
Yeah.
And so it kind of disbanded a little bit. Everyone kind of went on started doing their thing. I got into the bikes, and then, like I said, about 10 years ago, we all kind of revamped and got back. I wouldn't say got the band back together, but kind of
got the band back.
Together, man.
Exactly.
And everyone started
the wheels rolling.
Yeah, everyone, and now everyone's got kids, and so that's fun bringing that element into it now, which is funny because. We were just a bunch of, skater kids in high school on a budget.
Right.
And now, we have, maybe a couple more dollars in our pocket and a little more experience and
wiser, not older, wiser.
A little smarter.
Yeah,
I think.
A little bit.
just a little
like
bit.
To think that, right?
Right. If I say it over and over again, I believe it. So
exactly.
So everyone just kind of started getting back into it again, and it's been an unbelievable fun experience. I mean, these are guys I've known for 25 years. And there's, like I was telling you off camera, there's 7 of us originally that are still in it, doing it.
Right.
And our club has grown exponentially over the last few years. We met some amazing people, and we roll pretty deep. And the Christmas parade was a thing that we did back in high school.
Right.
And it was a suggestion brought up, about 5 years ago. Like, let's do the Christmas parade again, and the kids would love it,
right?
And so we did, and our car club got best car club at the Christmas parade.
There it is.
And we were stoked. I mean, all of us are very nostalgic dudes,
right?
And so for us, 25 years later to be doing it still, and now with our kids, is very special. And some of us don't have kids, but it doesn't matter. It's seeing the stoke and everybody else's, family.
Kind of cool. Now the whole car's full, right?
And I never in a million years would have thought, fast forward 25 years, we'd still be messing with the Volkswagens and our kids jumping in, and it's so fun. And so it's been great. We've done it 5 years, and we're hoping for the 5 repeat of winning best decorated car club.
I'm pretty sure.
I hope we did.
The Grinch and all you guys went out.
They got leveled up.
You had a Christmas tree on yours. Like, man, there wasn't. I stood out there for a while. From what I seen, I don't think no one got you guys. But there was a lot of good stuff.
There was.
There was a lot of good stuff.
There was.
But
I
don't know how you beat a Grinch on a mini motorcycle on top of a car.
I don't know.
That alone, kind of steals everything.
It was amazing.
Because the people around me had no clue that I wasn't there for you guys, but I was there for you guys, getting pictures of you guys, and they're like, whoa, look at the Grinch. I'm like, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's so cool.
Can you believe that? I was saying that 4 hours ago.
When I saw it.
Because we showed up early, or I showed up early. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 7:30 in the morning.
So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we love, and we had a toy drive. We donated an insane amount of toys and bicycles for kids.
Yeah, and hats off to you guys for that.
My friend Craig, our president of our club, he puts in so much work. Our club really is, what it is because of our friend Craig Stevenson.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
he's really the mastermind, and he just cares, and his attention to detail and all the things that he does for the club is amazing, and very fortunate to still be a part of it. And yeah, I don't ever see not having a Volkswagen because
That's
of
cool.
that.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, we love it. It's a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, thanks for letting me come over and
For sure.
get your cycles going, all these questions. Even
sure.
I can't spit them out right
Yeah,
now, but
it's all
I
good.
appreciate the time.
For sure,
Appreciate it, man. And we're going to go spin in the V-dub, man.
Cool.
See you later.